Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2018, I would like to thank the teachers, staff, and administrators that helped us reach this point, and the family and friends that are here to celebrate with us. We couldn't have done it without you guys. Life is full of annoying questions. Can you send me the homework? Do you have a piece of gum? Are you on the list? And my personal favorite, what do you plan to study? This question is especially annoying, not only because of what it asks, but because of how often it gets asked. For the past year, every single family gathering I've attended has shared one topic of conversation: college. I mean, seriously, don't you guys have anything better to talk about? Apparently not, and as most of us convey our grand plans to pursue pre-med or engineering or underwater basket weaving, I sit there dreading my response. I'm going in undecided. Crickets. It is in this moment of silence, between my declaration of undecided and when some sympathetic family member politely changes the subject, that I used to feel ashamed. However, my experience in high school has shown that being undecided is not so bad after all. It's okay not to know the answer sometimes. In fact, I invite you to join me as I offer my first piece of advice: be undecided. I'm not saying you should switch your major to undeclared or give up on your lifelong dream of becoming a civil engineer. But what I am telling you is to keep an open mind. Be undecided about your political beliefs. Be undecided about your religious views. Be undecided about your favorite subject. Try escargot or chips in your sandwich, or try tomatoes again, even though you swear you've hated them forever. We're still young, vulnerable, and subject to change. So let's welcome that change. I know it can be scary to branch away from the things we've always known, the friends we've had for years, the family that's always supported us, and the extracurriculars that have kept us grounded. But this is one of the few times in our lives when we get the chance to start completely from scratch. So let's take advantage of this epic opportunity. Now is the time to try new things, to branch out into fields we've never heard of, and to take classes just because they sound interesting, not because they fit our major, or lack of a major in my case. My second piece of advice is to be bold. We've had 4 long years of high school, and these years have been important. We've learned a lot of things about a lot of things. I learned how to do trig sub integration, and I learned how to take notes more efficiently, and I learned a lot of sideline cheers. I also learned that I never want to take a bio class ever again. So I'm starting to learn what I like and what I don't like, but I've really only scratched the surface, and I'm sure many of you have had similar experiences. Maybe you learned that you don't want to be a doctor after all, or maybe you learned that your true calling is music or acting or something you never expected to try. So we've had 4 years of this learning type of thing, and now is the time to act and act big. If you found your dream, follow it. If not, try anything and everything until you find it. Nothing is ever going to get accomplished unless we start acting on our passions. So let's act and act boldly. Throughout my years here at Monte Vista, I've had the pleasure of knowing some pretty great people. Although I am excited to venture out into the great unknown, it is comforting to know that I will always have my best friends when I come home. My teachers have been there to help whenever I'm struggling, and yes, teachers are actually less scary during office hours. My peers have been there for me through the toughest calculus units and the most nerve-wracking chemistry labs, and my best friends have been there for me through it all. But the people I've spent the past 4 years with have done so much more than just offer me friendships and fun. They've inspired me to be the best version of myself. By sitting next to Carmen David in math, I have been inspired to study extra hard for math tests, so that maybe one day my test will be used as the key too. Working with Katie Wong in physics taught me never to give up on a tough G-book problem, even when I really, really want to. And spending time with choir in the school musical inspired me to pick up singing lessons. I have learned so many things from the incredible people around me, and I feel beyond lucky to have spent the past 4 years by your sides. We have made Monte Vista the amazing place that it is, And I know that each and every one of us will continue to be inspired and to inspire others as we enter into the next chapter of our lives. So, class of 2018, I invite you to join me. Let's be undecided, be bold, and be inspired. Thank you.